Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here with our ETS2 career mode save with the Custard Haulers. We are in southern Portugal in the town of Olhao, which is just next to Faro, and we've got a bunch of soy milk on the back in this IPA truck, and we're going to be taking this all the way up to Almeria. The reason for this is because we had a comment from Megatron Decepticon saying that this route here across the bottom part of Spain is a really good one to do. He says it's quite spectacular. So we'll be heading down here. We did the original route said go via Sevilla and then come down here, but we're going to go follow the coast round, and apparently this is what we need to do. Don't know whether we need to sort of go into some of these locations and whether that will make it more interesting, but I think we'll just do this drive as we've got it here, and if it looks rather nice, we may dive into some of these cities. We'll definitely be picking up this thing down here as a matter of course, and we should be able to then pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 cities along the journey. So it's 5:30 in the morning. We're going to jump in the cab, and it has been raining. There was actually a little bit of a thunderstorm. First thunderstorm that I've seen in a little while in the game. It's been, deceptively unthundery in recent times. So looking forward to this drive. I think there's a lot going to be to see here. It's going to be about 9 hours the drive. I'm not sure. I think we might just have enough about us to get that all done in a single drive, but it might be a little bit tricky to see that, particularly if we're thinking of dropping offs into 1 or 2 locations. So it might be that we have to kind of split this up over the course of a couple of days and we finish it up on Thursday. But this is a World of Trucks event, so it doesn't really matter when I finish it, as long as I finish it within the next couple of hours in real time. So let's take a right here, and this is some part of the journey that we've already kind of explored into Faro, but what you haven't seen is this journey outwards back towards Spain with the beautiful sunrise occurring. So I'm going to disappear my face, and hopefully you'll get to see some rather spectacular sights in front of you in this little time lapse. See you in a second. amazing first part of that drive we had, going sort of straight towards the sunset. I think if you were actually driving it, it would be really annoying because you would just have the sun in your eyes constantly. But actually, it was just a really, really pretty bit of driving. And here we are now heading south. I think this is towards kind of Gibraltar way, or the town just above Gibraltar. So I'm hoping that we get to see the rock, but there is nothing obvious on the in the map that kind of makes me think that the rock is in the game, as it were. But hopefully we'll get to see it in the distance or something like that. And here's another bridge that we're going over. Might take a photo of this one as well. But we'll just quickly have a look at the map, what we're trying to achieve. So a left turn here would take us towards Sevilla, but we're going south or right turn towards Algeciras, and then we'll be taking the coast road past Malaga, etc, etc. So that should be fun. I'm hoping this will be a decent drive. It's certainly in the comments it was suggested that it is well worth looking at this drive, so fingers crossed that remains the case. And we will be taking a right here, so this is where we're heading away from Sevilla. We'll have to go into Sevilla at some point, but not yet. We're doing the fun drives initially, and hopefully we get to pick up some I think we should at least get to pick up one scenic viewpoint, but you never know, there might be more out there. And where we've been sort of looking in Kansas, we've been finding hidden scenic viewpoints, which is rather cool. We need to go there, that's fine. Oh, this is rather cool. So are we in, what is this, kind of olive country, wine country? Not entirely sure if Portugal is famous for, we're southern Spain. Spanish olives is a thing, isn't it? It might well be olives because they grow in hot sandy soil with not well drained sandy soil. They don't like water that much. So we've got about 6 hours 2 minutes to go, and I just want to have a little chat about achievements, what we're sort of working towards in this particular part of the game, as well as something that caught my eye on Steam. So just to kind of give you an update of where we are, the Conquistador achievement, which is basically picking up all 51 of the cities in Spain. So you've got to basically visit them, go within the city limits. You don't have to deliver to them, just visit them. So that we've only picked up 5, believe it or not, of those, which is something. I'm sort of trying to work out how that's the case, because it feels like we must have done more than that, but that's the way it is. And the other one is the Grand Tour achievement, and that's the one where we're trying to pick up all of the scenic viewpoints. We've currently got 4 out of 15 there, so we should get another one of those, but I swear there is not that many in the game that I can see, so there must be some hidden ones. I've not seen any sign of hidden roads. But in the subject of secret things, I imagine you've already seen this, but looking on Steam, there are 3 hidden achievements that have just emerged. So we don't know what they are, but there are 3 achievements that are there and waiting for something to happen. I've been kind of trying to work out what that might be. So it's not going to be the next DLC. That's a long way away as far as I'm concerned. The Nordic Horizons DLC, yes, I'd love it to be, but we know we also need to have the rework to Scandinavia first before that can be put in. So that's not going to be that. So that really leaves one thing, unless they're just going to put some random achievements into the game, and that is the next chapter of the driving academy. So that will be awesome if that is the case, and we'll absolutely be doing that in this in a few episodes, if and when that drops, which also must mean there is a new update coming out, and I've not seen anything on that either, so I'm a little bit confused what's going on. So I would really appreciate someone to fill me in. Right folks, let's have a look where we are. We're just coming down here on the southern tip of Spain, and we'll be heading up towards Malaga shortly, but we're going to, just on our right is Algeciras, and we'll be just driving past there in a bit, but I'm going to put my turn my face off and we'll have another little time lapse and enjoy this. I think this is going to be really pretty. Well, folks, I've just seen a sign pointing right to Gibraltar. We've just gone past the turn-off to Algeciras, but this is straight after it. So I just want to see what we can see going towards Gibraltar, and then we'll get back on this this map in a second. But rather fun list if they have got it in the game. So it is at least mentioned in the game. I just want it to be, I want to be able to see it in the distance. That's what I want. So there are a couple of delivery points that are down here. Now this actually might pick up the city as well, but I want to see what we've got. Now Gibraltar is, for those who are not familiar, is a really interesting bit of Britain. So it's part of the still part of Britain, still a British overseas territory. It is a tiny little place. There is almost nothing to it. So we have picked up Algeciras, which is rather cool. But at the minute, I can't see Gibraltar. So we are going to continue, just because I want to see if there is something there. Yeah, it's a bizarre place. They've got an airport, but the airport is like the width of Gibraltar. This little principality, this country, and the airport is the width of it, which is mad. And then you go past the airport. You got to drive over the runway actually to get to the city of Gibraltar, and then there's this huge rock, and the whole city's kind of around this massive rock. They have a football stadium there, and they have a whole league system of teams who play in the Gibraltar League. It's absolutely weird. There's about 8, I think there's 2 divisions, or at least there was until recently. They all play on the same pitch. So there's only one football stadium. Just a second, don't come out yet. I want to see where's Gibraltar then. Right, back here again. Yeah, so it is a bizarre little place, but of this weird sort of British overseas territory. I think I might be able to see it up ahead. I think that's it. Oh, this is well worth coming down here for, if this is the case. I think we've just got it right in front of us there. There is the rock. I think. Oh, please let there be a hidden road onto it. Oh, there it is. See what we can see, folks. Right, not sure how we're going to do this, but we'll do our very best. Try and get around. Okay, folks, I'm going to get back on track, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, here we are, folks. We have driven all the way back. I think that was well worth going to have a look at. Really hoped that would be in the game. I'm really frustrated that you can't drive onto it. I think that would be nice, but you can kind of understand why they didn't do that. Well, can you? I think it would be cool. I think it would be in a really cool little location to drive onto, and something a bit different. Maybe have it as a hidden road or something. That would be rather cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, we've driven down onto just shy of Gibraltar. We weren't able to go on there, but yeah, very, very pleased it was there. So we're just coming down on here onto the AP7. I'm not entirely sure how the Spanish roads are named. We're going to Almeria, which is apparently 330 kilometers away, but yeah, that fits with what we're saying there. We've got 4 hours 21 apparently to get there. Looks like we are going to have to sleep en route somewhere. So let's just have a little look and see if we can work out where we're going to do that. We've got a little bit of time yet. So we might like drop asleep here, maybe. Something like that. That's in 1 hour 51. Have a little sleep and then do the second half of the journey, or the second sort of 2/3 of the journey over on the next day, and on Thursday morning. So we won't drop in here and do it, because I mean, we've basically been driving for 5 hours. It feels like we're not really the most intrepid of drivers, in all honesty. When I watch the likes of Zilla do his thing, he goes right up until like the last moment before he desperately needs to sleep. Anyway, folks, I'm going to turn my face off and we'll do a little bit more driving with music, and then we'll hopefully have some more spectacular things to have a look at. So I'll see you in a second. We can do it. We can actually do it. Looking at that, we've got 3 hours 27 before we need a rest. So it's a bit tight, but apparently we've got it in us. Let's be risky. Although I've just realised it means we're not going to be able to stop off at that scenic viewpoint. Otherwise, we are not going to make it. So that probably wasn't the best idea, and there is nothing in between here and where we're trying to get to. So that probably wasn't a good idea either. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll pick up some of these other things later on, but I wanted to see what this was all about. We can sleep when we're tired later on this evening. It's very evening. We're getting there at 3:30, and then we can have a siesta, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, folks? But what a beautiful drive this has been. Really pleased that we did this. I've got to say, it's an absolute stellar drive. One of the best ones we have done, I think. I think there's some really, really pretty parts of this drive. Not only have we seen Gibraltar, but you know, we also seen some very nice sort of coastal parts of Spain. We've seen some really interesting sort of geographical, like sandy features. Now we've got some mountains up ahead. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Did not expect this. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun, kind of what they do here. So we want to take a left into this lane, otherwise we'll be forced to take a right here to Granada, which we don't necessarily want to do. We've just 1 hour 53 to go, and I mean, it's all motorway driving. That's what we were told when we were kind of going out to the US, or at least when we started to come here. It said, well, people were saying, yeah, it's very much like the US driving. There's a lot of driving on the motorway, and there definitely is, but it is very, very different, isn't it, from anywhere else we've been. Not just the motorway driving, but the features around it. It's so barren in places. Look at this. There is just zero here at all. Which is kind of fun, I have to say. Right, 1 hour 26, 1 hour 24 to go. That's a lie. I made that up. It's 122 kilometers to go. So I am going to, again, we're going to go away for a time lapse. Looking forward to this final bit. As I say, we're not going to go to that scenic viewpoint on the right as much as I want to pick it up. I imagine that will be a fun one, but we'll leave that for another day. Let's head forward. Just let's see if we pick this up as we go past El Jado. 7 out of 51 we've picked up now. Good job. Well, folks, this is just some of the most epic landscape we have seen. I mean, look at this. So, like, almost everywhere we look, there's something new. No idea that this part of Spain looked like this. I think I may have even been to this part of Spain. So I do remember going inland and there being some really impressive kind of places, but I just don't remember this stuff. I mean, wow, really like this. We're almost there. We're just 15 kilometers away. You can see we are yawning, so we need that bed. We're not going to worry about reverse parking here. We just want to get in, and then we can head off and grab ourselves a sleep straight afterwards. I'm not sure how far away Sleep Spot is. Oh, there is one down there, although that might be one that we have to pick up. Oh, well, we'll buy the garage if we have to, just to be able to sleep there. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. But what a fabulous drive this has been. Thank you very much to Megatron Decepticon for suggesting this, because it easily the best drive we've had in this part of the game. Easily. If you do know anything more interesting, more fun than this, then let me know, but it's going to have to go some for that. And have I missed out? Should I have gone down to that scenic viewpoint? Have I missed anything with the way that we did this drive? Let me know. So we've discovered Almeria, so we've got a bunch of these things. 8 out of 51 done. Yeah, we do need that sleep, so we're not going to worry at all about the parking. We're just going to jump straight in and pick it up. We should. Right, here we go. Iveco truck dealer discovered, and then we're just going here on the right. We've got a red bed. And in we pop. And what? Yeah, I don't think we've done this particular location before. It's fine. We won't worry about it. We'll just pick that up and we'll be done with it. So as you can see, we have got a nice load of XP there, 937 XP, working towards level 70 to get that King of the Road. I don't know if there's an achievement associated with that. I've not seen that, but yeah, really, really nicely done. And yeah, we are down here in Almeria on the south coast. Beautiful little drive. Makes me wonder whether there's some interesting stuff here, because we've got some scenic viewpoints all around here. So maybe what we'll do is try and pick up some of these scenic viewpoints. We'll try and have a look at some of these little towns down here. They're all kind of close together and stuff, so feels like this is worth doing. And then once these have been kind of exhausted, we'll head back into Portugal and do those down there. Let me know your thoughts on all of that, and remember, let me know if there's anything that we really need to have a look at. Let us know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to see the sights of the southern Spain, see Gibraltar. That was pretty cool, and all the rest of it. So if you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.